We're back in the 80s in our time machine. Wow, we really got to work on that landing. I'm actually sitting here listening to your suggestions after my last video, 80 songs that sounded like hits, but that flopped. You had your own 80 single suggestions. Today we're going to run into Kim Wilde, Debbie Harry of Blondie, Bonnie Tyler, plus more from Prince, Carpenters, ABBA's Agnetha Fältskog, one of your suggestions from Kate Bush. But here's the deal. Some of these suggestions I really liked, and other ones I'm like, I don't think the songs would have been hits, not in this lifetime at least. Your eyes can be so cruel. So I pulled 5 of my favorites from your picks, mixed them with 5 of my own, and I thought we'd have a proper countdown based purely on my taste, which is obviously flawless.
Beautiful title. I want all.
But hey, I really am just one human, so be nice this time. A few of you weren't so nice last time. Some of you were, but a few of you weren't.
Because it isn't very nice.
But this human's name is Io, the popcorn philosopher. But anyway, let's just have fun with it. So this is the song that you suggested. It's Peter Gabriel, I Don't Remember.
Name that tune.
I don't remember.
Name that tune.
No, that's the name of the song.
Name that tune.
I don't remember.
Name that tune.
That's the name of the song. You get it. Peter Gabriel.
Michael Jackson with Billie Jean.
Don't start with me. This is from his eponymous album from 1980.
I got no means to show identification.
It's tense.
I got no paper to show you what I am.
It's jagged.
I don't remember. I don't recall.
And it's very dramatic.
I got no memories of anything at all.
I'm gathering that it's about memory and disconnection. It did chart a little bit in the UK, but it only charted on the Bubbling Under chart in the US at number 107. This is one of those songs that Kate Bush and Peter Gabriel sang as a duet at that memorial for Bill Duffield. I actually did a video about that. I think it was in the Blown Away reaction video. I talked all about that incident. It's a very tragic incident. This song is basically the sound of losing your car keys, your dignity, and your faith in the Dewey Decimal System all at once.
I assume you're familiar with the Dewey Decimal System?
Speaking of Peter Gabriel, it's trivia time. The song that we're going to listen to at number 5 is actually a duet with him and another artist from the 70s. And strangely enough, it's not Kate Bush. But if you love Don't Give Up, you're going to like this one, I think. But what's the name of the song, and who's the name of the artist that Peter Gabriel duets with? It's actually more of a semi-duet. Peter Gabriel's not even credited as a feature. But that's a clue. Lock your guests in now. Next we have Debbie Harry, The Jam Was Moving. This was from her debut solo album, Cuckoo, one of the best album covers of all time, designed by H.R. Giger. Came out in 1981. This was produced by Nile Rodgers and Bernard Edwards of Chic. Got a lot of funk.
The order came directly from the CIA. Drives them crazy all across the nation.
A real growl from Debbie.
They found the jam was moving. Go ahead now.
And it should have been a Disco New Wave fire.
You better look out and find out. Crazy all across the nation.
I really think that Nile Rodgers was perfecting that sound that he would get on David Bowie's Let's Dance and Madonna's Like a Virgin album. The other songs on the album have more of a funk or a rock edge, while this song had more of a pop element that he would cultivate on those future records. I don't know, what do you guys think? Imagine Blondie colliding with Studio 54 in a jam session, then somehow tripping over their platform shoes before reaching the radio.
That's a good one.
Well, why didn't it hit? Well, I think it might have been ahead of its time. Or maybe people thought it was about a peanut butter and jelly sandwich that came to life. I don't know. Okay, this is another suggestion from y'all, and it's Kim Wilde. Super danceable groove. I really love the vocals. The Second Time isn't just a pop song. It's a motivational speech delivered by a woman in leather gloves who definitely has a fog machine in her kitchen. It was released in the US as Go For It, which sounds less like a song title and more like a coupon for discounted roller skate rentals. It should have been massive, but instead it peaked at number 29 in the UK, number 65 on the US Billboard Hot 100. Not a total flop, but also not the career-rocketing hit she was hoping for. Because fun fact, The Second Time was Kim Wilde's first single on MCA Records after leaving RAK due to disagreement over her previous album Catch as Catch Can. But a big success was just around the corner. Actually, I don't know enough Kim Wilde, to be honest with you. Should I look more into her music? I really only know what Kids in America and You Keep Me Hanging On, I think. Yeah, she sings that, right? Should I dive more into her music? Let me know. Okay, now we have Agnetha. Agnetha Fältskog with Can't Shake Loose. This is from her first English-speaking solo album.
I can't shake loose. I'm trying, but it ain't no use.
Really rocks. I would say this song is very spare in a lot of ways.
I don't wanna stay here, but I can't leave. Somebody wake me up, I wish I could break it up.
There's lots of space.
But I can't shake loose, can't shake loose. Any move I make in the end I will lose.
A very powerful vocal by Agnetha.
I don't wanna stay here. Please let me go, dear. I can't shake loose. I'm trying, but it ain't no use.
It's got a haunting vibe to it. Interestingly, this song was written by Russ Ballard, who also wrote I Know There's Something Going On by Frida. I'll be honest that I do prefer I Know There's Something Going On because it honestly is one of my favorite 80s track ever, but I still really like the song, and I truly think it did underperform, especially in the US. It did do a little better in the UK. I think this might have done better if this were the first single released from her album. I actually found out that Agnetha and Frida had the same influences in mind for their first English-speaking albums, and that was Pat Benatar and Blondie. In fact, Agnetha hired Mike Chapman, who was a producer for both. Frida, of course, worked with Phil Collins. This is what happens when you add one ABBA member, subtract 3 Swedes, and add one public who wasn't ready for it. I'm actually working on a video for this album. In the meantime, I have the ABBA deep dive, probably like 20 videos. I'll have that linked down in the description box. Okay, you can't shake loose, but you can like and subscribe. Next is Nina Hagen with New York, New York. This is not Frank Sinatra's New York, New York. This is Nina Hagen's New York, New York, which is like if CBGB's bathroom grew sentience, flew to Germany, and then decided to start a band.
New York City is my favorite place, cause I know so many people with a golden face. It was late at night when I wanna go out, and New York City has to show the holiest crowd. We are going to another disco. Disco after disco. Yeah, the newest club is opening up. The newest club is opening up.
Released in 1983, it was probably her most internationally recognized song, but it didn't chart anywhere in Europe, and in the US, it was mostly relegated to the clubs, hitting number 8 on the dance charts and became a cult classic of the underground scene. Musically, it's new wave, punk, hip-hop, and operatic insanity all mashed into one neon blender. Interestingly, the official video is a live version.
To another disco, disco after disco, and shaking our hand to the alright. AM, pyramid. Maxi, Max Club, dance until the newest club is opening up. The newest club is opening up. The newest club is opening up.
One of the best grooves of the 80s, in my opinion. If you don't dance when this song comes on, check your pulse. And don't forget to share the video. Share ruled the 80s. So sharing this with other 80s fans is the most appropriate thing to do. But seriously, this is what helps this video out the most. Okay, next up is Kirsty MacColl. Don't Come the Cowboy with Me, Sonny Jim. It's a very long title. It's a sharp, witty 1989 track mixing country swing with feminist bite.
Some boys with warm beds and cold, cold hearts. They'll never mind if you're counting the cracks in the wall. The boots just go back on the socks that had stayed on. Now don't come the cowboy with me, Sonny Jim. I know lots of those and you're not one of them.
Comes from her album Kite, one of my very favorite albums of all time. The late Kirsty MacColl is criminally underrated. This is just such a good song. It's about emotionally unavailable men. The lyrics are so witty and hilarious. You have this really great call out in the verse, a hilarious chorus that brings it all home. And with anybody else, this could have been a novelty song, but then you have that turnaround in the chorus.
There's a light in your eyes, tells me somebody's in, and you won't come the cowboy with me.
And those glorious harmonies that really just brings in all this longing. Kirsty MacColl really has one of the saddest stories in music. The album that this comes from was produced by her then husband, Steve Lillywhite, who was responsible for some of her biggest hits, but things between them really fell apart. Their very messy divorce spilled into her next record, Titanic Days, which is just soaked with heartbreak. She even said that she didn't want to make another album until she could write something that wasn't so sad. She eventually did. She found joy traveling through Mexico and South America, and that influence poured into her final album, Tropical Brainstorm, and it's bright, witty, hilarious, and filled with genuine celebration. But just when she found her joy, heartbreak caught up with her again in the worst way. On a family vacation in Cozumel, Mexico, Kirsty was killed in a boating accident after pushing her son out of the path of an oncoming speedboat. It's just incredibly tragic, but also a testament to who she was as a mother. By the way, in case you didn't know, there is an album that came out pretty recently. It was supposed to have been released in the early 80s, but never got released by her label. So it's not just a bunch of, garbage that you sometimes hear after an artist passes away, especially if you like synth pop. It's Carpenters now. Now we have the Carpenters with Make Believe It's Your First Time. What is it with all these long song titles? One of Karen Carpenter's most delicate ballads.
Tried a hand, and now is now. Make believe it's your first time. Make believe it's your first time. I'll make believe it's mine.
Just emotional.
Close your eyes and hold me close.
Gorgeous. And for the first time, very sultry.
At night, it might never end.
This came from Karen's solo album, that she recorded while Richard was in rehab, but Richard hated it so much that Karen completely scrapped the album. But he had a change of heart when she did pass. Most of those songs ended up on the last Carpenters album and some of the posthumous releases. Who was definitely overlooked. Even after her passing, it really didn't do as well as it should have. This song is so tender, it should come with a box of tissues and a handle with care label. This is another suggestion. They actually suggested a lot of songs, but not one single lady on this channel. I'm side-eyeing. They actually suggested Split Ends with Message to a Girl. So this was apparently a 1984 single from a New Zealand art pop band who was headed by Neil Tennant. It did fairly decently in Australia and the UK, but it never cracked the US. I thought of all the songs they suggested, this was the song that had the best melody. I love the vocal. It's just very moving. I could totally see this topping the chart in a different dimension because it's got such a great melody. It's basically a love letter wrapped in shoulder pads and mailed express via mullet. I actually found out that Neil Tennant has been given an OBE, so not only is this a message to a girl, it's also a message from a knight.
How about a slice of this? Oh, mommy like. You ladies like the pepperoni?
Next is Jody Watley's Still a Thrill. This is her 1987 single from an album that had many hits. Blending R&B, funk.
You know it's funny. Passion moves me.
With futuristic production. And vocals from a Disney villain.
Still a thrill.
It's giving you that real Prince type of groove, produced by one of Prince's acolytes. Just a groove that was way ahead of its time. This is the sound of walking through a roller rink, wearing sunglasses indoors, and then never apologizing for it. It looks like this song did better in the clubs, but it kind of got overshadowed by the other hits from her debut album, like Don't You Want Me and Looking for a New Love. So I'm wondering if that's why she never really used her lower register as much again. I really love it. I think it sounds great. I think it later even inspired Britney Spears. Now back to that trivia question. So this is the Peter Gabriel duet with another 70s artist, not Kate Bush. Who is it? The answer, it's Nona Hendryx with Winds of Change, Mandela to Mandela. Geez, you really had long titles in the 80s, didn't you? This was a politically charged anthem pushing for awareness of Mandela during apartheid when he was in prison.
It's for Winnie Mandela and Nelson Mandela. It's a love song from me to Winnie and from Winnie to Nelson. Sometimes the winds of change blows your way. You can choose to run or stay and face the thing. Sometimes you don't know why you are called. To stand for something or for one and one for all. Only time will show why the wind would blow your way. I've loved you through
It's just powerful, daring, and just so heartfelt.
Somewhere a river flows, made of tears. A river made of. And the hands of time.
Nona Hendryx and Peter Gabriel's vocals sound so good together.
Only flesh and bone, standing on your own.
Maybe the smoothest vocal blend of all time.
And I've loved you through the years of love and separation.
Just so powerful.
Your nation.
This track had enough revolutionary spirit to overthrow 3 governments, but apparently not enough to overthrow Casey Kasem's top 40. Next, we have Bonnie Tyler, Here She Comes. Not Bonnie Tyler, not Here She Comes, Bonnie Tyler. No, that's the name of the song from Bonnie Tyler.
Please!
Not Here She Comes, Bonnie Tyler. No, that's the name of the song.
Shut up!
This is from the Metropolis soundtrack. If you've never heard it, such a good album. And it was produced by Giorgio Moroder. And like with that combo, this really should have been a hit. It's kind of plotting.
She begins to steal the light. Now you wonder, is this just a dream?
It's got so much mood. And of course, Bonnie's raucous voice.
Here she comes, here she comes. She's gonna have you right her back and
This reminds me of Melissa Etheridge before Melissa Etheridge.
somewhere, somehow, there's still some. Where's my intuition? Don't rush into your decision.
Imagine Total Eclipse of the Heart, but given lithium and a guitar solo. Justice for Bonnie. And now we have the suggestion that you guys made last video for Kate Bush. There Goes a Tenor. Okay, you guys, I wasn't ready for this song. I was totally not expecting it. I'm guessing it's kind of like a heist song.
Okay, remember. Okay, remember. The sense of adventure is changing to danger. I go in, the crime begins. My excitement. Uh-oh, uh-oh, my words say, what am I gonna say?
Interesting. Charted poorly in the UK, barely known in the US. You know what? Let me look at the lyrics for this. There might be a tenor. The sense of adventure is changing to danger. The signal has been given. I go in. The crime begins. My excitement turns into fright. It is about a heist. I thought so. Both my partners act like actors. You are Bogart. He is George Raft. That leaves Cagney and me. And what about Edward G? So I'm guessing this is one of those songs Kate Bush wrote after watching a movie, maybe? I'm guessing an old noir movie. Okay, this is basically the Maltese Falcon if Humphrey Bogart was replaced by the Muppets from Labyrinth. There are quite a few songs she wrote inspired by movies. We covered a few of them on my Kate Bush journey, like The Wedding List, Infant Kiss, Delia's Song of Summer, and of course, Wuthering Heights. Time for some Prince. Time to do Prince. Prince. Oh, Prince. What am I doing? Prince. It's Prince with Dirty Mind. Okay, this was the title track from his 1980 album. Oh, nice. Very new wave, this song. Oh, wow. Oh, I like that turnaround. Raunchy, revolutionary. And way too risque for radio. This is another song that has a real hardcore dominatrix electro kick energy. I really do like these synths. If this song had been a hit single, the entire 80s would have combusted from sheer sex energy. Okay, so next it's Cyndi Lauper with Boy Blue. I almost did not recover from this song, y'all. The song broke my heart, seriously. It's a heartbreaking ballad disguised as a dance song, dedicated to a friend who died of AIDS. Was based on a poem. It was written about Cyndi's friend, who was a great inspiration for her, a man named Gregory Natal, who was dying of AIDS when he asked her to write a song about him. Cyndi said, quote, "I poured out my heart and my liver into that song. I don't know that my lyrics were good enough. I don't know that anything was good enough. Maybe it was too personal. I don't know." Unquote. As you can tell by that performance, you could really see that she was channeling something and that the song was really important to her. Cyndi said, quote, "I used to cry every night when I sang that song. I was so mad. You know, you go through so much and I was just so mad. I was mad that my friend was gone. I was mad at the way that people treated me. We didn't know what the hell it was. We didn't know anything. Then all of a sudden it was out in the open and everyone was talking about it. But then when he first told me, I didn't understand. I didn't know. And then all of a sudden my friend was ill and ill and ill. And then it was just so hard." Unquote. The song and the story really moved me. And sometimes that is true. Sometimes the story can really add to your experience of it. So thank you at Planet Char for suggesting this song. I really loved it. And thank you everyone who suggested songs. It's really interesting that both Cyndi Lauper and Madonna wrote a song within the same amount of time about someone who passed away of AIDS. This is the kind of song that makes you cry, call your best friend, and then cry again. So do you guys think I put them in the right order? What do you think? Some of my picks, some of your picks. Do you think I put it in the right order? Let me know. I'm scared, but be kind. Last video, I took a beating from Madonna fans. Even though if you really listen, I didn't actually say The Look of Love was a flop. I just said that it wasn't released in America, so it never really got a chance. But anyway, don't forget to like the video, subscribe. If you'd like to see another video, there'll be one right here. Or you can check out my 80s playlist right here. Or you can subscribe to me right here if you feel so inclined. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and I hope I get to see you next time. Popcorn Philosopher, over and out.